Hey guys, well there's no one here yet. Okay, so we're gonna do my makeup. I am an hour late again. But yeah, we'll do my makeup. So what shall we start with? Oh yeah, I wanted to use the Essence. I've not used this in a hot minute. The Essence Hydro Hero Deeply Hydrating and Curling Under Eye Stick. And I wanted to say to all you guys that came in last week and the ones that watched afterwards, thank you so much for that. Oh, it is still working. It's still really hydrating. So we'll just let that soak in a little bit. I've got some sleep in my eye. So the reason I'm late is because my mum called me and she can talk. That must be where I get it from. So this might be a better time for people anyway. We'll see. I can see someone's here. Thank you. Right. Hi, how are you? I think I'm going to go in with this. I normally use about two primers. So what we'll do is we'll go in with the Dior one. That's like the pore minimising one I use. I'm nearly done with it. I wouldn't repurchase this for anyone that's interested. I don't like it. And it's so pricey as well. And then this one as well, the Essence Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum, just to get that glow, because I like a glowy base. So put some of this on. Do you not think I'm too honest though? People don't like I've just bought, well, I haven't bought it. My friend bought me the Glaminatrix Rich Romantic Palette, and I thought it would have been better. So obviously I've had to be honest with her about that, and I don't really like that aspect of it. When people buy me things, I would much rather buy them for myself, and then I can be as honest. Like, it's like free as a bird kind of thing. But when someone buys it for me, I don't really like it. But I can't lie to you guys. You know, I just can't. Because if you buy something on my recommendations and you're like, oh, that's so crap. You know, yeah, I don't think I'd like that. I mean, I don't think she's bothered either way, you know. I mean, it's not a write-off or anything like that. It's just, compared to the other Glaminatrix palettes, it's not the best in my opinion, and it is only my opinion. Yeah, I got brought up saying honesty is the best policy, but some people don't like it, do they? They say, wow, you're ruthless. But yeah, I mean, I do try. I try and be a bit diplomatic with it. You know, I'm not rude with it. When something doesn't work for me, I do normally tend to say, well, it could work for you, but I don't like it. Yeah, they're very expensive, and I don't get PR or anything like that. I've had a couple of PR boxes in my time, just not many. So obviously I'm paying for everything. So I'm just going to put a bit of this Dior underneath my eyes, actually. I just want to get rid of it. And I don't think there's too much left, if anything. And I'll be glad when that has gone. So if you've got, like, I get these lines under my eyes here, which most people do, especially, I don't know, between 30 and 40. And I tend to put a pore minimising primer underneath it, and it kind of hydrates them, which is nice. Jane, hi. Not heard from you in a while. How you doing? It's nice to see you. Well, see you here. So what I'm doing today, how am I? Kind of like, at the moment, I'm struggling with my legs, struggling to walk. When I'm sat down for a period of time as well, my hips kind of give me a bit of pain. So next week I think I'm going to have to go to the doctors and see what the issue is, which he'll probably send me for x-rays, won't he? Because he's not going to know what the issue is either. I just hope I don't have arthritis or anything like that. My mum really suffers with arthritis. I hope I've not got that. So that's where I'm at the moment. I just feel like this past year has been tough health-wise. Is it like when you get to a certain age? Like, is it like when you get to your 40s, your health just goes like from here, down here? Oh, you've had a cough for nearly 2 months. Have you been to doctors? What do they say if you have? What else do I need to use? I think I want to use this glowy product. Since we're using all my Shop My Stash products, I've not really used it a lot. It's this one. It really does remind me of the Charlotte Tilbury one. And I really, really like it. I gave my e.l.f. Halo Glow filter, whatever it's called, to my niece. It was way too dark for me. And I'd been trying to get on board with that for such a long time just because it was so expensive. But I couldn't. And I know they've got like lighter shades out now, but I think that'll be too dark for me as well. I'm just too fair. Oh, you can never get through to reception. That's awful, isn't it? I'm pretty lucky with my doctor. Reception, I can get through, and normally, like, if you ring, I don't know when it opens at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'll get an appointment for that day, or if not that day, the next day. So, I mean, it's weird, isn't it, how region to region, you know, just some people can't get into the doctors and others can. I hope you manage to get in though. I mean, it could be, 2 months is a long time. Do you think maybe it could be bronchitis or something like that? Maybe you just need some really strong antibiotics. Right, I'm going to do this horrible foundation routine just because I want to give it one last time, one last chance. And I'm mixing 2 foundations. One I don't know if I like, but it's expensive, so I'm trying to get it to make it work. And the other one is very inexpensive. The phone hangs up because it's too busy. 38 in queue. I'm like, when I ring mine, I'm maybe 1 or 2 at the very most. Do you ring when it first opens as well? When finally got through, was at work, so I couldn't hold that long. Oh no. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of people have the same thing at the moment, does it? My sister, she had a really bad cold when I went to visit her yesterday, and it sounded like she was getting laryngitis as well. She was talking like really, really croaky, and her kids were laughing at her. And, you know, it's not funny, but it's just the way she was speaking. She sounded a bit like Phyllis. I don't know if you remember her from Coronation Street, if you watched it that long ago. What's on my phone? Sorry, there was just a bit of dirt there. 8 on the dot as well. It's unnecessary, isn't it? Your nose is blocked. Yeah, I don't know what else that could be, you know. Has that been for the entire time as well, the entire 2 months? A cough and your nose has been blocked. Right, I'm going in with this. Look, you can see how dark it is. When I bought this off, where did I get it? Cult Beauty. It was supposed to be one of the lightest cool tone shades. So, going with that, and I go in with this one from Primark, which I do really like this. It's a bit thick. because it's medium to full coverage, and I don't normally wear medium to full coverage. But yeah, I go in with the tiniest amount of this stuff. I think I'm going to give it to my niece because she wears quite dark foundation. Like that, you can see how minimal that pump is. That probably will do my entire face. So what's the point in keeping the foundation, right, if I'm not using a lot of it? That pump is all I need. It'll take me 10 years to get rid of, so I think I'm just going to get rid of it. Don't want to, but I think I am. And then this one is really quite thick. I don't know if you've ever used it, Jane. And I use way more of this. I really like this one, actually. Smells though. Smells a bit weird. Okay. Your nose has been last 2 weeks, so it could just be a cold. I think there's a lot of that going around. Yeah, being over 40 sucks. I turned 46 in February. And I don't think it's turning 46 that has made me ill. I think last year was like turning 45. It didn't make me ill, but that was one of the worst years of me being sick. The operations. It's just like, give me a break already. No, I'm not going out tonight. I never go out, Jane. I wish I was going out. In a sense, I am. I'm going to my mum's. So I'll go to my mum's in a couple of hours. We'll watch whatever she wants to watch. She might want to watch a DVD. I don't know. Or she might just want to watch what's on TV. Have you been watching Big Brother? I know it's finished now. I'm just wondering. Yeah, I will. I just don't want to presume that you want to hear from me, because, you know, I don't want to be bothering you. I know you've got a family. But yeah, if you're okay with that, I will do. Don't really use WhatsApp anymore, but I'm sure on my old phone, because I had to get a new phone at Christmas, because my old phone is just old and it was taking forever to charge up and things like that. So I got a new one. I got the iPhone 12, which isn't exactly new, is it? But it is new to me. Yeah, that's how I feel as well. You know, I feel like I've got 1,300 subscribers who are my friends. I don't know what happened there. My Wi-Fi must have gone down. Part of me should be putting my data on as well in case it happens again. So yeah, I was saying all my subscribers I see as friends. I don't really see them as subscribers. Do you know how a lot of content creators actually do see them just as subscribers? You guys mean more to me than that. I mean, it's mixed. It doesn't look too bad. But who wants to mix 2 foundations every single day of their lives? That needs to be blended in a bit more. I feel like this light needs to be turned down a little bit, if I can. It's very late, isn't it? Oh, that's better, I think. So yeah, I've been watching Big Brother, but only at my mum's, and it was a celebrity version. I actually prefer the non-celebrity version. That's why I don't think I've been watching it too much. But yeah, the winner was announced last night. He deserved it, I think. And then this afternoon, let me just get these concealers out and my lip oil. This afternoon I watched this thing. I don't know if you've heard of her, but she's a TikToker. She's called Madeline Russo, and she said she had pancreatic cancer and I think leukemia as well, and she didn't. She said that she had all these rounds of chemotherapy. I don't need that, that's the glow. So she was saying that she had all these different types of cancer, and she had none. And somebody had set up a GoFundMe page for this woman, for this girl. She was only 19, so people are saying that she probably had an accomplice in telling her what to do. So she had all these like wires coming out of everywhere, and it turned out that it was all fake. Anyway, she's got in trouble with police, I think. But I was just thinking to myself, how can anyone do that? How can anyone go onto TikTok? I mean, I've advocated for nasal cancer when I was told that the likelihood of me having it was high. So I advocated for that and told people the symptoms, what to look out for. And I will always advocate for epilepsy because I've got them. You know, those medical issues, I have got them. Not obviously not the nasal cancer. It was just a polyp in the end. But how can somebody fake something like that? I'll just never understand it. So anyway, I just thought I would tell you what I've been watching today. I find those stories interesting though. I mean, why would they do it? And my sister, I sent it to my sister as well, and she said, why do people do it? Are they just sick? And I said, I don't know. I said, I feel like they want to do it for attention, especially when they're putting all these videos on TikTok. And she said that she just, like the girl said that she just wanted to advocate for it. Anyway, that's enough about that. Oh, you got bored with it? Was it the Celebrity UK version that you was watching? I've been using this, Jen. It's a Technique plumping lip oil. I think it's cherry or something like that. Right, so this is wrong in my opinion. It says lip oil infused with lip plumping actives to create a fuller looking pout. Lip oils and lip products, plumping ones, aren't they supposed to like tickle, like sting a little bit as well? This one doesn't do that. But yeah, I do like it, and it was very inexpensive. I do have one of the NYX ones. I don't like it. I'll never repurchase. So it's the NYX Fat Lip Oil in the shade Supermodel. It's in my handbag because I do want to use it up. It was £8, so they are quite pricey compared to that Technique one, which I think is either £2 or £2.99. So yeah. Okay, so you watch the UK one. So you're from the UK as well. That's nice. I love meeting people from the UK. I need to do brows. I normally let this just sink in a little bit. Okay, sorry I keep moving you. I'm just going to brush them out. Keep thinking I should tint them. I've got the tinting stuff, I can just never be bothered. Let's brush them down, which I don't normally do that either. See what we can do with the brows today. No problem, Jane. I will message you soon and we'll catch up then. Oh, Staffordshire. I've never been there. I live in the northwest, so Lancashire. I live there. Without giving too much away. I feel like I need a mirror though now to do these brows. I'm sure there's one behind me somewhere. Right, I'll use this. Isn't it cute? My mum bought it for me because I'm a huge Disney fan. No! Oh, it's cracked. That's 7 years of bad luck. That's wonderful, isn't it? Feel like I've got enough bad luck without having more bad luck. So this brow powder, it's not brow powder, it's just eyeshadow. And I feel like I've got dark enough eyebrows to actually be able to carry off using a brow powder like this. I feel like there's a hair in my hand. I think I'm gonna have to get another compact mirror now then. But they don't sell those Disney mirrors in Primark anymore. I've had this for years as well, and I must have just threw it in the box with all my brushes that I've been using. Not happy. Right, now I just need my brow gel. Okay. Juvia's Eye Sculpt Eye Shade Brow Gel. That's a mouthful. It's in the shade Clear, so that's that. I do want to try the NYX, is it Thick It one? Thick It, Stick It or something like that. But I'll use this first. So I'll use this and replace it because it's kind of a one in, one out. And I'm on not Project Pan, I'm on a no buy as well, so I don't want to buy one if I don't need it. Oh, yeah, 7 years bad luck. I've never heard the one about the shoes though. I'm just going to blend this out. I mean, it's only on one part of the mirror, one section. It's on the, do you know, the one that I like to use because my eyesight's terrible. It's on the side that makes everything look bigger. Just going to clean it off a bit. Must have been a very delicate mirror, let's put it that way. Okay. I don't even need the mirror really. I'm doing another live tomorrow. I'm hoping to get onto the actual live when I say I will, because last week and this week, and I always put my lives on the community tab when I'm going live, that is, or I try to. Sometimes I just do spare of the moment ones, but last week I was an hour late as well. I think I said 4:30 and I was on here at 5:30. But sometimes it works out for the best because, you know, you've got to think about people, especially in the UK, having the dinner and whatnot. But tomorrow I'll have to do it relatively early because I go to my mum's for Sunday dinner. In fact, I think I did it at 6 last week, not 5. My mum's always saying to me, you'll be late for your own funeral. Right. Oh. So I've used my Revolution peach powder, so I'm going to go on with this Technique one. Technique one. It's actually quite good. It's the Technique Vitamin C Translucent Finishing Powder. I think it's meant to be a dupe for the Beauty Crop one. And the Beauty Crop actually have like a pink, and so do Revolution, and I do want one of those because it's quite brightening, isn't it? Pink under the under eye. So yeah, it looks like that. So just do that. And then it's got a little net in it, you know, like the Hourglass one does. And this is only £2.99 from Bodycare. I mean, I don't need another powder, but I haven't got a pink one. So is it justified buying on a no-buy? I feel like it kind of is. If you don't have something and you feel like you're going to use it a lot, I feel like it is. And I haven't bought anything. Next week, when I do my update, it'll be 4.5 months. The last thing I bought was on November the 17th. And that was kind of a Christmas gift for myself. So, I mean, I don't know if I'll get it, but I think if anything, I'll get the Revolution one. I think that's meant to be a dupe for the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom, I think it's called. Oh, I shouldn't have put that away. There's not enough powder now. Why do I always do this when I'm on camera, when I'm on live? I just make mistakes with my makeup. So I've just got it out again. I'm just going to put some on my forehead. Right, that'll do. Okay. Then I get another kind of like a sponge. It does need a wash, so ignore the fact that it's not the cleanest that it could be. It's the H&B Cosmetics one. I wash this when I wash my brushes. Is it good? I didn't know Lottie London did one as well. How much is that one? I might, because I think the Revolution one's about £10. The Beauty Crop one will be more expensive than that. If the Lottie London one's cheaper, it doesn't matter which one you use, does it? I mean, they're all going to be the same, pink setting powders. So I do want one. I'm not going to get one until I've kind of gotten to the next bit of my no-buy. So after next week, I'll probably buy it if I still want it. I've been looking at things on Sephora, and like Natasha Denona. There was a Natasha Denona My Dream palette, the mini one. I wanted that, but then I saw someone do a look with it, and I'm like, no, I'm not buying that. But I do still want the Natasha Denona My Dream blush. That looks really, really beautiful. I think that's the only thing in my basket. There was actually that Made by Mario Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette, but it's a lot like the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. So I'm like, I don't need it. I've got the I Need a Nude. So I took that out of my basket. I put things in my basket and then just take them out. It's like kind of a wishful thinking basket for me, I think. Right, so bronzer then. So Shop My Stash bronzer is this Pat McGrath Labs in the shade Nude Honey. And I'm doing really well with this one. So it just comes in their black packaging, nothing special, and that's why I keep it in this. So look, you can see that the crown, I've wore that away completely. I do love this bronzer. I didn't get it. My friend Amy bought it for me. And I'm glad she did. I will actually repurchase. I always said on, like when I showed it originally, I said I wouldn't buy it for myself. But I'd wait for a sale, because Pat McGrath are always doing them. And I'd just repurchase it. Or maybe one of those palettes she brought out, do you know, with the bronzer and the blush. And was there a highlight in them, or was it two blushes? I mean, just look at it. Look how it blends in. Oh, really? I need to. Did you get it from the Lottie London website? I need to go and have a look at it. And what I also need to buy is a base, a white base. I've got an eyeshadow palette that my friend got for me. Clarity Cosmetics, so amazing. I'll show it when I get to the eyeshadow palettes. And it looks absolutely beautiful for spring and summer. But I've been watching people using it, and the mattes, they're just not pigmented. They're more of a white base pastel than anything. So I'm going to need some kind of base to go underneath. And I don't have any white eyeshadow bases. God, that's a lovely colour. I've got to be really, really careful with bronzer, because if it's too dark, it makes me look muddy. If it's too red, it makes me look like an orangutan. I remember when I started using the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. Oh my gosh, I looked so awful. At that time, I didn't really know how to apply bronzer anyway. Getting better with the makeup. I only started wearing makeup properly when I was 26. I wore the odd thing when I was like 18, 19, when I used to go out. Wore the odd thing, like foundation, didn't wear blush. I looked pale as anything. Wore mascara, didn't wear highlighter, didn't wear bronzer. So it was just a case of foundation, eyeshadow and lipstick. Yes, my makeup wasn't great at that time. But then I started watching YouTube, and then I started filming for YouTube, and you just learn as you go. And especially as you watch other people, how they do their makeup, you kind of have a look at what they're doing and then try and do it for yourself, don't you? So what I do now, because I like to kind of carve this out, I used to just go in with, where is it? I used to go in with this. Do you know this shade here? But I've started going in with concealer. I saw someone go in with concealer, and I've started doing it with the lightest concealer I've got in my collection, which I just used earlier. No, it's not the lightest, it's probably the second lightest. So it's just the Essence Skin Loving Concealer. And I just do this. Doesn't make that much of a difference because it's not that dark. If it was darker, it would make more of a difference, I think. I should have done that before I powdered, but never mind. You got the Yucca palette. I want that one next. Did you get it from the Natasha Denona website? Because I was looking yesterday. 35% off. I don't actually think that one was 35% off, though. I think maybe 25. It should have been, I think, £64, and it was 51.25 or something like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, should I buy it? And I'm like, no, you can buy it on Black Friday. And I also want to get a few things from Gloss Gods. Those palettes just look amazing, and I've heard such great things about it. So my friend's just got one of their palettes, and she said like the metallics are really, really pretty. And at first I wanted to get the, I think it's called Nude Neutral, but it looks so much like the I Need a Nude. It's like, what's the point? I'm trying to, like, for the last 2 years, I've tried to not bring the same palettes in or similar palettes in. I want variety in my collection, and if I can't get that, then I just won't buy them. Hi Christine, how are you? Right, so that's bronzer done. Blush. Blush is the best part, isn't it? Right, so I used this one in my last Shop My Stash. The Givenchy Prism Libra blush. It's so bougie. That'll be staying in the next Shop My Stash. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so second favourite then. Let's use the Clinique Berry Pop. I absolutely love these. And this is kind of that viral pink. Look at it. You have to be careful because it is so pigmented. I'm glad you're well. I thought you lived in America. I wasn't sure where. How's the weather there? It's absolutely horrible here. Raining, windy. Yeah, it's just not great. Right, I'm gonna make sure there's nothing on this Japanese brush. I've just got a makeup eraser on my lap here. You got it from Look Fantastic. It's been reduced to £44. No, is it still on sale? Right, where's my other phone? Is it still on charge? Is it still? Oh, it doesn't have batteries. When did you buy it? Because if that's at £44, if that's £20 off, I'm not waiting. So, Clinique Cheek Pop in Berry Pop. I'm just going to put some on with this Japanese brush. So you've got rain and cold as well. It sucks, doesn't it? It's like, I was saying to my mum the other day, where's the spring? It's supposed to be spring, but one of my other friends lives in Canada, and it's snowing there. So, I mean, I think we're lucky, aren't we, really? when it snows in the UK, we get black ice because it doesn't tend to hold onto the streets, onto the pavements. So we get a lot of black ice, and it's so dangerous. The amount of times I've fallen, that's probably why I'm having a lot of problems with my knees and my thighs. I mean, look at that. Look how beautiful it is. It looks so pigmented there, but you can definitely sheer it out. I just love it. And I wouldn't say that's berry pot berry. I would say, I don't know, I would say that's more strawberry, in my opinion. I mean, I don't like it too warm. My niece, she's 14, she says, we was talking about the weather one day. I think it was last year. I said, no, I don't like the summer, it's too hot. I don't like the winter, it's too cold. And she went, geez, what are you, Goldilocks? And I said, what do you mean? And she said, well, you don't like if it's too hot. You don't like it if it's too cold. And I said, I like it when it's just right in the autumn. And she's like, yeah, but we still get a lot of rain and sometimes it snows. And I said, yeah, you're right there. But if we have a good autumn, I like it around that time. And in the spring sometimes as well, you know, I do like the sun, but I don't like it too sunny. Like for me, between 15 and 20 degrees is about the right temperature. When it gets to like 30, 33 degrees, it's just too hot. I'm like a little vampire. I just don't like going out in it. I don't know what highlighter to wear. Part of me feels like this Laura Geller one. This one is so, so pretty. Yeah, as soon as I get off this live, right, I'm going to go over to, did you say Look Fantastic? I'm going to go over there and I'm going to be like, in fact, I'll just do a Google search and just put Natasha Denona Yucca palette in. And if there's any sales, it will bring it up straight away. If not, I'll wait for the next sale. I've wanted that palette since it was released last year. And I don't know if you know, but I've actually made my own up. And I do personally think that palette that I've made up myself, it has multi-chromes in it and duochromes in it. I feel like that is better, but you need to have all the different palettes to make it up. So I would like to do kind of a what's better palette, but I need the Natasha Denona Yucca palette for that, don't I? So we'll see. Part of me thinks, is it worth it? Is it worth breaking my no by for? And then that just seems an awful lot of money. You know, it seems an awful lot of money to have gone down in price. I've never known it to, even on the Natasha Denona website, it's not that much. You know, it's 51 something, 51.25, I think. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. Laura Geller Diamond Dust is the highlighter. I can talk all day about makeup. Then I just blend that out. Look at that. Beautiful. Right, and then for finishing powder, I go in with the one that's in Project Pan. It's in my most expensive Project Pan. No, that's expensive Project Pan. Oh, let's see if I can get it. Oh, I don't want to break anything. Yeah, it's just from this Hourglass palette here. This is the Ambient Lighting Edit in Universe. I got a new one for Christmas, so I want to really work on this powder here. I'm not bothering with these 4 shades here. I might in time, but at the moment in the project I'm not. I feel like, I mean, what do you think, guys? Do you feel, if I like just use this from now until the end of the year, do you feel like I'll be able to pan it? use it up. I feel like I can because I'm using it every day. Yeah, I know, but I'm on a no buy. And I've done so well. I've done so well over the last 4.5 months. Part of me thinks, well, you've done that well, so buy it. But then I'll talk to my friend Lisa and she'll be like, oh, Andy. But for 20, like, that's a quarter off. If that's still going at that price is a quarter off. It makes you wonder why they're selling it at that price. Right, so that brush was the Zoeva 107 powder polish brush. I love that. It just fits into the powder really, really nicely. And then I'm just going to go in with some setting spray. So it's not the Revolution Fixing Glow. I say this all the time. I'm using the Technique Glow Setter, which in my opinion is just as good as the Revolution Fixing Glow. This one's £2.99, this one's £8. So again, for all you people in the UK, if you need a setting spray, a glowy one, they also do this in a matte, like a matte one as well. I think it's meant to be a dupe for the MAC Prep and whatever it's called, the MAC one that you can get. I've not used that one, so I can't speak for it being any good or not, but this one is. It's really good. Ooh! Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot of money off. In most cases, they only do like 10 or 15% off. Even Sephora. I don't know if you on Sephora UK, but even on Sephora, like you can choose 2 products, or 2 brands, should I say, that you basically want 15% off for 6 months. So I've chose, last time it was Clinique and Natasha Denona. This time it's Natasha Denona and Made by Mario, because I thought I was going to get that ethereal eyeshadow palette that he brought out, but I don't want it. Anyway, I can't change my preferences until, I think it's August, but I do want one of his blushes. Do you know, I think it's cream. I think it's his cream blush. He does a really nice one in pink, so I do want to get one of those eventually. I mean, I can't, if I don't get that Yucca palette, I'm not going to get anything till, unless it's something pretty special, till Black Friday anyway, because that's when my no-buy ends. Okay, yeah, I'll put the time that I'm going live tomorrow in the community tab. I'll do that tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Right, so for now, I need to put a primer on. So the W7 Prime, what is it? Prime View. And then we can just do the eyes. Right, I need my mirror for this. I don't mind this primer, but it's very, very liquidy. Does anyone know a good primer to use? Eyeshadow primer? Because this is like using concealer. I mean, it gets rid of my veins in my eyes, which is the whole purpose, isn't it? And then I just normally go in with a powder over the top. Which is this one from the Makeup Geek. Makeup Geek? I've got Makeup Geek on my on my mind. Makeup Revolution palette. Right, that's that. Okay. Eyeshadows. It looks so glowy. I like it. I just love a glowy look. Okay, put that back there. Right, I'm going to get my Glaminatrix Rich Romantic out. And what I was talking about before that needed a white eyeshadow base is this one here. So it's the Clarity Cosmetics So Amazing palette. I've not used it yet. The mattes in there are just very, very white leaning. I mean, I've got quite a few pastel palettes, but the white leaning, so I feel like I need some kind of a base to go underneath. Right, and I've been using this all week, this Glaminatrix Rich Romantic, and it is beautiful. I have got quite a lot of thoughts on it, so which I'll talk about when I rank it, when I put it in my ranking video. I was looking at it earlier, and although I've used this charming shade before, I want to use it again, but I want to use it. Last time I just didn't use it over anything, and most of these shades need to be used over another shade to make it look more pigmented. So I think I'm going to go in with Timeless. Oh, brushes are over here. With this brush here. I'll just run it through my colour switch. Okay. So, Timeless. Shall I put it up this way? Timeless, this one here. And I'm going to go in with this brush here and just pack it on from the lid all the way up to the crease. So if you're in tomorrow's live, I'll let you know if I've succumbed. Part of me doesn't want to even go and have a look, because if I go and have a look, I'm going to buy it. I know I am if it's at that price. Sorry, I'm coming closer. This is like one of those grungy shades, isn't it? So what's everyone doing this weekend? Anything of interest? I don't think I am. Actually, no, I'm having Sunday dinner tomorrow and I am looking forward to it. I'm having beef with all the trimmings. Next week I'm cooking for me and my mum. I'll be doing it at her house. She's got one of those chickens that have all herbs in it and it comes in a bag. And I don't think she feels that confident in cooking it, even though she's an absolute amazing cook. So she's asked me to do it, you know, because it has instructions. And I don't know if you know, but my heritage is German. So my mum, like, whenever she gets documents in the post that need reading, I do that for her. So I feel like she doesn't really want to read the instructions. She's more than capable of cooking it. Okay, I'm going to blend that out. going on this towel that's on my knee. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm hoping the shade that I'm going to be using all over the lid, which is Charming, I'm hoping it's going to do better than it's done previously. Right, now we're going to blend out with what exactly? I think the only shade really to do that with is Intoxicating. Oh, do that way again. It's more pinky, on the pinky side. That'll do. Right, can't believe we're nearly on an hour. Okay, so now I want to go in with Passion, just on the outer V here. Oh, I did want to use that. Devotion. Do you not think that's a weird eyeshadow for this colour story? I think I could use that though with this shade up here, which is called Romantic, because it has an orange flip in it. So I could do what I've done today, put all the Devotion shade all over the lid and into the crease, and then use Romantic on the top. I'll try and do that when I next use it. Sorry, that's way in your way. Okay, so now we need to put the glitter glue on. And I just use this W7 Sparkle Slay. I've been using this for so long. It's like the glitter glue that just doesn't want to leave me. So I just use that much. And it's made it a little bit more sheer than matte, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to be going in with that shade that I was talking to you about earlier on. Right, now I need to get my eyeliner. Well, actually both eyeliners. One I use for tight lining, so we'll go in with that first. And then the other one is just my Holy Grail brown eyeliner. So tight lining one is a Ted Baker. It's just a black eyeliner. I hate doing that. Okay, that'll do. And on the lashes, on the bottom lashes, we're going to go in with this Wayne Goss, the Essential Eye Kohl Pencil in Precious Opal. Makes my eyes water. It looks black, doesn't look brown. So that's that. Now I need a brush to actually go in with this charming shade here. It is beautiful, but this shade here, I don't know whether I like as much as the other shades. Right, let's go in with this Anastasia brush. Okay. Going in with a charming shade. I mean, look how pretty it is. Ooh, that's working out better. That's because there's a base on underneath it. Well, I'm glad I've got it to work for me. I might be able to turn the light down a little bit better. It's just like it's 8:30 at night. Really, I should be doing this in the afternoon, and then I can just open the curtains. I used to do it around 4 o'clock, but no one would come on, and I guess that's everyone's tea time. But I will have to do it early tomorrow because I'm going to my mum's around 7. Doesn't have to be like really, really early. Just needs to be earlier enough. This is beautiful. It's got like an orange flip. Leave it like that. I think that's the lowest I can turn the light down, and then I think it will just be black and you won't be able to see anything. Right, some mascara now then. I think I'm just going to use this one I got from Temu, which is quite clearly a dupe of the Maybelline Sky High. I can't afford those prices. I could, I just don't like paying them for mascara. Because mascara only lasts like between 3 and 6 months, and then you have to throw it out. Still want to try a few at the drugstore. The L'Oreal Telescopic, I've heard that's really good. But this is really good. I mean, look at those lashes. This one's a very wet mascara. On this side, I don't know why it does it, but the lashes tend to stick together. Right, that'll do. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not being wined and dined tonight. Okay, so... Ooh. Oh yeah, we need an inner corner highlight, don't we? I think I'm going to use Romantic. And you can see the orange flip then. stunning. It's a stunning, stunning, stunning palette. I'm going to go in with Charming, but I'm going to use my finger. So the shade that we used all over the lid. And just tap it on. Yeah, the formula feels wet. Not as wet as it did when I first used it, and that's what put me off it, to be honest. Okay, let me use the other side of this cloth to wipe my lip oil off. And then the last thing I need to do is lips. I think I'm going to wear red. So we're going to go in with this L'Oreal Paris I Am Worth It shade. It's beautiful. That's the doe foot. And then I just go in with a bit more. My lips are wet. You want just being really sheer for some reason. Oh, that's better. And this is the finished look. So thank you for joining me today, guys. Like I said, I'm doing another live tomorrow. Is there lipstick on my tooth? No. I'm doing another live tomorrow, which I hope you can join me for. Look out for the time on the community tab. I always say what time it is in the UK. And if you're in the US, it's normally 5 hours behind. I know that because my friend Amy's from the US. So yeah, that's all I'll say for now. And there'll be another live tomorrow, which I hope you can join me for. And I'll see you all then. Thank you so much. Bye.